Alright, today we're gonna decide which is the best camera for you, the V50X or the Brave 6 Plus. So let's do this. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm Alex from FotoSun Malaysia. So as promised, we're gonna do a comparison review between the V50X against the Brave 6 Plus. So let's have a look on the 4K footage from both of the camera. Alright guys, this is the test of the AKASO Brave 6. So now I'm in the shopping mall. So everywhere is quite noisy with kids running around. So from this you can hear the voice, the sound quality of the mic. And now we are recording in 4K, 30 frames per second without any image stabilization. So let's turn on the image stabilization to test the quality of the EIS. Well, can you actually see the difference between the 4K footage of the Brave 6 Plus and the V50X? Well, I don't think it's a very huge difference, but I do think that the Brave 6 Plus image are slightly cleaner and the contrast is slightly better than the V50X. And also, if you notice that the Brave 6 Plus internal microphone are actually also better than the V50X. But I still think that the Brave 6 Plus microphone are way below the V50 Pro. So I will actually compare the Brave 6 Plus with the V50 Pro in the coming videos. So let me know what you think about the 4K image from both of the camera. So let's move on to the next comparison between the image stabilization in 2.7K and also 1080p. So as you can see from the result of 2.7K and also 1080p both in stabilization mode, the Brave 6 Plus also did better than the V50X in almost every comparable way. The EIS is better and also the image quality is also better. But actually the V50X is not so far behind, considering this is actually 349 ringgit and the Brave 6 Plus is about 50 to 80 ringgit more expensive. So does this mean that the Brave 6 Plus is the overall winner. Well, not so quite right. So before we go any further, those who are new to the channel, I hope that you can actually subscribe to the channel. And before we get to the night test, let's do a quick comparison in terms of physical size of both of these two action cameras. Okay, let's check out the specification difference between the Brave 6 Plus and also the AKASO V50X. Alright, on the physical size, you can see that the Brave 6 Plus actually have a protective lens over here, while the AKASO V50X directly is the lens. So Brave 6 Plus definitely have a better protection against others element. So on the top side, there's extra two buttons in which Brave 6 been used over here. V50X is over here. So both also uses touch LCD, and on the bottom side, I prefer the V50X, in which they have the 1/4 inch mount, in which you can mount on almost every tripod available. So the Brave 6 Plus, if you would like to mount it on any other tripods, so you have to use the skeleton cage provided inside the box. So if you guys would like to see the unboxing or the full review of both V50X or the Brave 6 Plus, you can actually click in the description link below to check. What a surprise result, right? So I think many people are surprised with the result from the nighttime recording. Previously, before I released this video, actually I do post a screenshot of the comparison in the AKASO Southeast Asia Facebook page, and many people actually think that the brighter image are from the Brave 6 Plus, but actually it's the opposite result. Well, one of the main reasons why the V50X have the slightly brighter image is because the V50X uses a different way to actually handle the night mode. So the V50X do use a slightly slower shutter speed, while the Brave 6 Plus increase the overall ISO performance. So you can see that the AKASO has slightly less noise when you compare it to Brave 6 Plus, but when you move around and you have the image stabilization being on, or we call it as motion blur, can be seen on the footage from the AKASO V50X. Meanwhile, video from the Brave 6 Plus are slightly more details, but you do actually see quite a lot of noise. The EIS actually also handles better during the night time. I would say both are not great during the night time, but if you have to choose one, I think I will go for the Brave 6 Plus because it do provide me better details. But most of you actually do prefer the slightly better, brighter exposure from the V50X. So let me know, what do you think during the night time, which actually is better. So what's my conclusion? Which is the best camera? Well, look no further than the GoPro Hero 9 Black Edition here. However, this is about 4 to 5 times more expensive than the budget camera being offered here. So between these two, my obvious choice is the Brave 6 Plus. Well, because for 449 ringgit, it offers very good value for the image quality you are getting. One of the best image stabilization in the market for budget action camera. And also, it does support external microphone, and it also has slightly better internal microphone than the V50X. So that's all from me here from Malaysia. So if you would like to get any of this camera from me, you actually can click in the Lazada or the Shopee link from the description below. Well, there you have it. If you find this comparison video useful, kindly share it with your friends. And also, please remember to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya!